socioeconomic standpoint as found on the World Economic Forum's website, in addition to the Rockefeller Foundation's 2010 publication called Lockstep, suggests clearly that we are following a script leading us right to a technocratic hell. If you're unfamiliar with either, look them up online. But briefly, Lockstep, again, was published in 2010, which describes a plan for creating, and I quote, a world of tighter, top-down government control and more authoritarian leadership with limited innovation and growing citizen pushback. I'm going to read it again. A world of tighter, top-down government control and more authoritarian leadership with limited innovation and growing citizen pushback. That was all centered around a global viral pandemic. So what are we going to do about it? I've only got a few minutes to talk about it. So what are we going to do about it? Okay? So here are some suggestions. We got to disarm them with the information. Okay, so easily, yeah, Vax is a great example. There's videos right now of the WHO admitting that asymptomatic carriers are not vectors for infections. There's a published study that tracked 455 people as they were exposed in close contact with an individual who was positive, and 0 came down with COVID. 0. So this means that those of us who are healthy aren't transmitting it, and there's no need to wear the mask. The only reason why they're having us wear the mask is because the mask is a stepping stone to the mandatory vaccine. We all can see it. It's the mandatory vaccines and the biblical mark of the beast. That's what's at stake. That's why we're here. That's why we're brothers and sisters in this fight. So you've got that. You've got the charts showing that there's a conflation of an increased number of cases with deaths, which actually aren't increasing. They're actually going down. They've been consistently going down for every age group since the middle of April. You can show them that. It's clear the media is lying. It's clear that the governor and the mayor are on the side of the communists. This is about a communist takeover. Clearly. So, we need visual aids, right? Memes, this is an information war. We can use memes to prove our point and bring together our brothers and sisters that quite are caught up in the fear. They're caught in the spell that has been cast upon them by the wizards and media. So one suggestion that I've got, aside from sharing that bit of information on social media, if you remember a few years ago, there was the ice bucket challenge that swept across the internet. Everybody's probably seen that at one point in time, right? So why not create the tobacco or cannabis smoke challenge, where you encourage people to take a drag of a cigarette or a joint, hold it, breathe it through your mask, and see if you can see any smoke coming through. It's very easy to see that smoke is escaping there. So we got a model here that's going to demonstrate this for us here. The lovely Tammy McKeska. You see how smoke going through there? So let's just talk about basic physics. Okay, the viruses range in size from point. Okay, one more time. One more time. Now really, people, really. Okay, viruses range in size from 0.005 to 0.3 microns. Tobacco smoke particulate ranges from 0.01 to 4 microns. So on average, on a conservative basis, smoke particulate is at least 2 times larger than a virus would be. So if you could see smoke coming through there, and it did quite easily, viruses are going to do just the same thing, only more. Okay, so this is a lie. We all see it, but we need to illustrate it to our friends and family who are caught up in the spell. Okay, so this is one thing that we can do. All right. Okay, so I'm going to leave it with that. I guess he wanted me to talk a little bit about what happened to me last week. Last Saturday, I tried to rent a kayak, and you know, we're outside in this weather. I mean, the likelihood of virus is actually going to float around in the air and survive the sunlight like this is just ridiculous. It's not happening. And so I refused, and it led in. Okay, so again, last Saturday, I refused to wear a mask in an area to rent a kayak in a public park. And it's just the dumbest thing in the world. I'm not gonna bring myself down to it. And this all ended up culminating into, you know, a picture of me harassing these people that are working there. I wasn't harassing; I was actually quite polite, trying to point out the law and the realities of the exemptions that will allow them to rent to me without having a mask on. But this turned into a campaign, a witch hunt online, calling me the new Karen. And so, but people were rabid about this.
Yeah,
they were rabid about this, and they were calling for, oh, we need to get his license taken away. Well, thankfully, I don't use a state-issued license. I don't need a state-issued license. And the Texas Medical Board, you know all about me, and you can't do shit about it. So I'm still serving the people in the private within Austin. So if you want to reach me and get some real help with your health and wellness, come and find me. I'll still be there. So, in closing, Thomas Jefferson said, "Those who sacrifice freedom for safety deserve neither and will surely lose both." Stand up, people. Stand up.